Here again. Video don't seem to be doing good. Reggie here again with advice on diet and dieting. I just love these videos. Anyway, basically, there's a lot of information out there, a lot of confusion about diet and dieting. Let's start with the dieting part. People who want to lose weight want to do it in a healthy manner. What I'll talk about today is the famous Twinkie diet. Guy used Twinkies, went on a diet, eating nothing but Twinkies, maybe added some Doritos and a few other things to it, and other sugary treats, and he lost weight. And took an examination afterwards. Actually was considered more healthy than he was before. So basically what the thing behind that is, it all comes down to calories. If you take in less calories than you normally do, you will lose weight. You burn off more calories than you take in, you will lose weight. I'll give you an example. You look at old pictures of concentration camps. I don't care what their makeup was, how quickly they absorb food, whether or not they had tendency to get fat, whatever it was, everybody in a concentration camp, is skinny because they take in less calories than they burn. So they lose weight. So losing weight is a matter of math. It all comes down to calories. A bunch of information out there, but it's really simple. Less calories. Some people like going like a fast or juice fast once a week, 1 day a week, and they lose weight faster that way. Because you take in less calories than you burn, you're going to lose weight. Simple as that. I mean, it's simple. It's math. And some people, I've heard a person say one of the best, quickest way to get rich is to write a book on dieting. Well, I gave you the information right there. Well, that's what I say. What they don't know about, they don't want you to know how simple it is. It all comes down to calories. Count the calories, and you lose weight. Now, talking about diet, I believe in eating as nutritious as you can. But there's no hard and fast rules when it comes to diet. Because they had a study a while back. They studied people that were 100 years old or over. 100 years old or over. And there was no common denominator among any of them. All these healthy, 100 years plus people. It had nothing to do with their diet. Some of them were vegetarians. Some of them were meat eaters. Some of them ate monkey brains. You have it. There was no common denominator. But they were all healthy. Only thing they had in common, they had a light attitude about life. They didn't take things too seriously, and none of them ever visited a doctor. Word to the wise. So there's no hard and fast rules when it comes to diet either. Dieting is all about calories. It's math. Diet, as I give an example, if beans makes you feel like a tiger, eat beans. If steak makes you feel like a tiger, eat steak. Give an example, like a pregnant lady often has cravings because the body knows what nutrients it's missing. A woman's basically using her instinct or intuition to eat what's the nutrition that her and her baby needs. So, like I said, there's no fast or hard rules. I mean, there's some basic rules I follow. The closer you can be to eating organic and kosher, this is my opinion, the healthier you're going to be. And when it comes to being, I'm a strength and health coach. That's why I suggest to people, closer you can get to eating organic, healthier you're going to be. Like you drink milk, I suggest you drink organic raw milk if it's available. You eat honey, I suggest you eat organic raw honey if it's available. I'm not a complete raw foodist. I believe in cooking food, but there's many foods it's best to eat raw and organic if you can get it. And I also believe eating kosher if you can get it. This is not a Jewish thing. It's a health thing to me. But, I mean, you can go your own way. You think oysters and lobsters is the way to go? I'm not going to stand in your way. I'm just giving you my opinion. But you want to lose weight? It comes down to counting. Too many calories? You gain weight, to little calories, you lose weight. It's math. That's like I said, the famous Twinkie diet. You look it up. I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about. Look up the Twinkie diet. It's kind of funny and interesting, but it all comes down to calories. But everybody comes out with a new diet book or a new way, a new this, new that. And a lot of people right now are taking pharmaceuticals to lose weight. I suggest strongly against it. At least the pharmaceuticals I've been hearing about, because they basically is one of the main ones is made out of lizard venom. Yeah, the pharmaceutical people are taking to lose weight is basically made out of lizard venom. So, word to the wise, do what you want to do, but I suggest it's easier and a lot healthier. Just count your calories if you want to lose weight. Now you combine that exercise and your diet, calories. To give you an example, that show on a while back is like a fat farm, and all these fat people, they're fat. Let's just call it what it is. They're fat. And they put through all these exercises and humiliation. It was so funny seeing these fat people about to die trying to do all these exercises, but none of that mattered because it all came down to the restricted diet. Lack of calories, they lost weight. That's why almost all of them gain the weight when they leave the show, because they didn't continue with the restricted diet, the restricted calories. So there's using all that exercise thing, and I'm not against exercise if it's used properly, which I have videos covering that. But I'm against people thinking it's all about exercise when it comes to losing weight. Sure, that helps, but it basically comes down to diet, and by diet, I mean calories. Now, when it comes to diet, eating healthy, a lot of it's up to you. What works for you may not work for something else. Like I talked about they had all these people, they're over 100 years old, they're all healthy. And there was no common denominator about diet. That's why I say when it comes to diet, there's no hard and fast rules. You got to use what works for you. So that's it for today. Like I said, they don't want you to know this because there's no money to be made off this. This is just for you and your benefit. Look at the stuff I give away for free. Amazing, huh? You think I go viral, but I don't. Somebody out there ain't too bright. Should be watching my videos, but that's on you. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm.